Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the West Virginia versus TCU college basketball matchup on Wednesday, March the 6th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for one-on-one style service. If that's you, go ahead and text the number you see on the screen because these are not available on the website. So if you make big bets like I do, text that number. But let's get to this one. We've got West Virginia taking on TCU, and West Virginia 9-20 on the season, but I gotta say I watch a lot of college basketball. Really, they are just a couple of baskets away from being about a 500 team. They have been pretty strong in some of these games, especially coming back from massive numbers, but only to fall short after gaining the lead in a lot of these games against a lot better than what they face here. TCU comes in at 19-10, 5-5 straight up on the road, 6-4 against the number. We saw them melt down against BYU on Saturday night. I gotta say, for me, a team that's supposed to be, all that in TCU, to see them melt down like that after that gigantic lead that they had, well, it's certainly not inspiring at all. And then you look back at their prior game and you see them, they were 2.5-point favorites against Baylor, and you kind of say to yourself, how in the heck were they favored against Baylor? I think, when we look at, what TCU's done, wins over Cincinnati, Kansas State, and, prior win over West Virginia. But when they play against the better teams in the conference, outside of that Baylor win on January 27th, which I got to say, I think Baylor basically gave them the game in that one. It hasn't been all that good for the Frogs, and I think that this team, once again, a little bit overrated and overstated as far as the record goes. I think for West Virginia, it's the opposite end of the story. I think their record is a little bit understated. I know they got beaten up by Texas Tech last time out, but the game against Kansas State and Iowa State, both those games were the games where they came back from big numbers to cover the spread easily in each of those contests. When we look at, what these guys look like out on the court, TCU certainly has numbers. They shoot 47.3% from the floor and 35.7% from beyond the arc, while West Virginia does not guard the perimeter all that well. They play some pretty strong defense, and I think what we're missing here when we look at the overall numbers and the body of work is that West Virginia is a team that's really improved over recent weeks, and I think, while the NCAA Tournament Selection Committee doesn't look at what teams are doing right now, I certainly do when I'm betting them. And I got to say, I think West Virginia is a team that's playing a little above their pay grade, as they say, right? Guys that are out kicking their coverage. And I think West Virginia is doing that. And I think because they're doing that, we're getting a lot of value on them. They're playing against a TCU team that we've seen fold like a tent last game out. I got to say, against a team that mounts the big comebacks, I got to like West Virginia's chances of at least covering at home. I think they got a chance to win. I'm going to take West Virginia, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.